What's up, Colliders? Welcome back to another episode here of Couples Talk. That's Miss Diva Talks.
What's up, y'all?
I'm the kid JW. And on this episode, we are talking about how has your childhood affected who you are today.
You want to start or should I?
This is very good.
Yeah, this is a good question.
Man. Showtime. So I would say my childhood affected me. I came up, typical family, 3 parents.
That's not typical.
Well, for people who may not know what that, let's rephrase it. Let's explain that here. Because somebody's like, what do you mean? No, a mom, a dad, a stepdad. So, in having parents that, and growing up in an environment where, I was shown love and how to do right from wrong and be a decent, contributor to society for the most part. And just growing up in a loving household taught me it's just like, hey, think off, smarts and emotion and factor and shit like that. And also looking at how my parents struggled. I won't say struggle. I hate using the word struggle, but struggle because hell, money. This stuff that I'm going through now. So
Exactly.
I won't say that we were poor. We wasn't poor. We had a roof over our head, nice apartment and whatnot. But just seeing what they were doing, constantly going to work, trying to teach me right and whatnot, taught me like, hey, well, and I would say it affected me today. It's like, oh, hey, I know how to budget. I know how to keep tabs on finances and how to right from wrong, how not to make a mistake and be behind in the Crowbar Hotel. So
okay.
This, my childhood, being because I come from a strict, disciplined house. So when I messed up in school, I got a whooping.
Okay.
So that taught me, hey, the whole mindset of structure and order, law and order, boom, boom, boom. So it's like, hey, it's got to be this way. It can't be that. I believe in tough discipline because that's what makes a person good. It's tough discipline. So that makes me who I am today. That's why I feel like, well, what I believe, and when we disagree at some time, when I see cops and stuff doing their thing on my cops, like, they ain't doing anything wrong. They're doing their job. Or you might say, oh, they should have just let that person go. I don't see why they did that. Because look at what they were doing. They were breaking the law. So, but because I was brought up in that lifestyle, that household and that lifestyle, made me that way. It made me a decent, better person who can contribute to society and not be an idiot. So that's why I would say it had a positive impact on my life.
Oh, and this is why this channel is called Worlds Collide.
I can go. I got rapid fire questions set.
First of all, I don't have a problem with law or the police like you're making it sound. Okay, I understand that they have a job to do, but there's a right way and there's a wrong way to do your job. And a lot of the time, the wrong way that they do their job usually ends up in the demise of people who look like you and me. But that's another topic for another day. So I'll let you have that, but just know that that's put in the pen for next time. But anyway, so how has your childhood affected you? Who you are today? Okay. You know how we talk about the females who, they basically have gotten like knocked up and they got baby daddies and they got this dude who living with them and contributing, she going to work, he dropping her off at work while he riding around probably flaunting in her car, for other females or whatever, and he late picking her up from work or don't even show up to pick her up at all. You know what I'm saying? He basically ain't contributing to the household. That type of thing.
Yeah.
We all know those types of females, right? Right?
Yeah. Hands down.
I know she watches the channel faithfully. Hey, mama, I love you.
All right. I'm going to go head on out.
But unfortunately for me, I watched my mom go through that.
Yeah.
So because I watched my mom go through that, you know what a man has never done to me? Take my car, drop me off at work, and then pick me up or not pick me up at all. Or, I've honestly, that's honestly been like why I probably didn't date like I wanted to. And of course, my first real relationship was such a heartbreak anyway. I was like, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me. But of course, I still tried. Found out that men are still liars. And then I finally got to you. So, but anyway, what I'm saying is that affected me in a way where I always looked at myself as that will never be me. I will never be somebody's baby mama. My mama is not somebody's baby mama, obviously. My parents were married. I did coming from a two-parent household. But that doesn't mean that it was a good thing that I had both parents at home. Some kids only had one parent.
Oh, yeah, without doubt.
And didn't have to go through all of the drama.
Yeah.
Because I know some of, like, people that I grew up in high school with, like, they had single moms or whatever that was taking care of them, and they didn't have like boyfriends and stuff. Like, they didn't have like other, like, they literally put their like love life on hold, on like pause until their kids got grown. I have heard stories like that.
And I want to say that to cut you off, but I had to get this out of my head as I was.
Yeah, we know, because you'll forget.
Exactly. I don't want to dismiss the fact that people who come from a single parent household and make them seem like they're not, decent people. I'm not. Yeah, right. I'm not dismissing that, because I know people who come from a single parent household and that parent did their damn bestest and their kids, boom.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't want to make it sound like, oh, because I had a mom, a dad, a stepdad, this is why because I had all three of them, so I'm better. Right. No, I'm not saying that.
Because I came from a 2-parent household and it was extremely toxic.
Yeah.
Like, literally, just, I'm gonna take it easy because it's my parents, but just from my standpoint, they weren't the best example of what a relationship, let alone a marriage, should even look like.
I'll go one further. Y'all, my parents know. I don't know if y'all subscribe to this. Y'all follow me on TikTok, but so keep in mind, Mother's Day is coming up. So I'm gonna need that follow.
Oh gosh, yeah, we gotta keep that in mind.
I'm gonna need that follow, mama. But you follow me on TikTok, so that's good. But no, I would say for me, I will say, watching my parents, I watch my mom, do her good job, in the middle, my stepdad did a good job raising me. Because I know my cousin watches this, I'm gonna be good here too. My cousin talks. My dad did a good job too, but I will go a step further and say, when I was younger, I wasn't as open-minded and close as I am now with my dad. Mm-hmm. Because back then I was like, oh well, you and mom ain't together, so why don't I listen to you? Because this dude here. And I know at the time too, my dad had that jealousy, like, oh, this another man raising my son, this, that, third. Oh, I'm watching him become a better man. And so like now, but we're older, and I moved in and moved out. We got that where we could sit there and talk right over some beers and say, hey, I'm proud of you, Dad, for being there for me and teaching me things, because you contribute to my well-being. My stepdad did too. My mama did too. Because of you, I know how to work on my car and other house stuff. Mm-hmm. My stepdad taught me the domestic stuff, laundry and cooking and stuff. I don't have to cook a gene. The mathematics and measurements fell off, so I don't have to cook a gene. Can I cook? Yes, I can definitely cook a mean steak and some pancakes.
Yeah, you can.
And some mashed potatoes and some rice.
I can attest to that, yep.
Don't ask me how to make rice from scratch or anything from scratch. Just know that I can make it. I can follow directions. Take with that what you will. But, and I know my mom taught me things too. My mom contributed to me too. She taught me things. This stuff, photography. She taught me that. She taught me decent life skills and whatnot. So yeah, being what you said, you had a different outlook on things.
Well, I had to, and let me put this out there. My grandparents weren't a great model of what a marriage should look like either.
Oh yeah, I did have grandparents too.
Yeah, we kind of put them on a pedestal. But when I really, now that I'm grown and really get sit back and think and put things into perspective and form my own opinion on things, as much as I like being at my grandparents' house, that wasn't the best place for me to be either. So, my grandparents, I say probably in their older years, probably had what like the model relationship would look like. But at the same time, Granddaddy was a Rolling Stone. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? He had I believe if I'm recalling it right, 12 kids.
Damn.
And 8 baby mamas, and he was also still married to his first wife after being married to his second wife, which is my mother's mother.
You can do that?
Well, yeah, but
I thought
it's illegal.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought you had like to end one marriage before you can get another.
Well, that was his first wife. It was a shotgun wedding. He had knocked her up. She was 13. He didn't know it. He was 18, so yeah, he was like kind of forced to marry. But they ended up having more kids after her.
This was back then.
Yes, this was way
back then.
But what I'm saying is
still wrong, but yeah.
Exactly. That wasn't a model relationship either. Because I don't want to be with a man who's still married to his first wife. He's supposed to be married to me. Then there was this other story where my grandfather didn't even buy my grandma a wedding ring. I mean, come on. Then you got all of these kids with all of these different women, and you had some on me while I was married to you.
You said 12?
Yes. So again, that wasn't a model relationship to follow either. Again, now that I'm grown and have, taken a look and, sat back and put things into perspective, like, yo, that wasn't it either. So
basically what you're saying is based off this video, you ain't getting nothing for Christmas or your birthday.
I don't get anything anyway. But what I'm saying is that looking at those,
as we grown, we can see.
Yeah, I can see how every day I strive to not be that, not be like my grandmother, because she was with a man who, quite honestly,
this was also different times back then.
True, but still, he had a whole family on the other side of town. A lot of men did back in those days.
Yeah,
but still, who wants to put up with that? I don't.
They didn't have cell phones or social media back then.
Thank goodness, because a lot of them would be in a whole lot of trouble. Didn't know that your daddy had a whole other side of the family on the other side of town until the funeral.
Because nowadays you can't do that. Because why? Because of TikTok. Also because people talk.
And everybody is telling everybody's business.
As I learned,
including a whole lot of their own.
As I learned in this place, this city may be big, but this city is very small. But no, I get that. I mean, while you try to do that, I strive to just be the best version of myself and a decent human being.
But again, like I said, putting everything into perspective, because I also have to remember that they were doing the best that they knew how to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother's generation was, you stayed no matter what. Irregardless to what, you focus on the good. Be happy about the good. The good, as long as the good outweighs the bad, honey, you're fine. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then you have my mother's generation, who just trying to make it work, trying to make it last, because this is what I come from. That's the stock in my veins. We don't divorce. We work it out. We make it last. Well, push came to shove, and now my parents are divorced. You know what I'm saying? So now for me, my generation, it's more so
screw marriage.
Huh?
Screw marriage.
No, it's not necessarily screw marriage. It's just
we ain't dealing with the BS. And that's with everything.
More because I'm not getting ready to sit up and be chasing a man because he wants to, be himself around other people instead of actually being at home. I'm not getting ready to put up with a man who feels the need that he has to go and be with other women and have children with them to basically heal the pain or whatever brokenness in himself is. And that's another thing. It's like, looking back on that, it's like, what was broken in them that they actually had to go and do these things and ended up being the people that they were. So to me, my generation is, I'm going to make sure I'm good before I sit up and commit myself. And because hurt people. And people tend to usually bleed on people that they didn't cut. That didn't cut them. I'm sorry. So that's just my take on it.
Back the recyclables they put.
My bad.
So
again, y'all caught me ordering something. I'm sorry.
With a commercial. But yeah, that's just my take on it. That's literally watching all of them and putting into my own perspective and my own opinion made me realize that that all of that had an effect on who I am today. And the decisions and the conscious thinking that I have towards when it comes to my life and stuff like that. Finances, mom was always good with finance. I don't know how she made it work. I'm pretty sure if I asked her today, she would just say by the grace of God.
Yeah.
So, But yeah, commend them 100%. I don't want to say that, they showed me what not to do, but in a way they did. So, a better outcome.
Yeah.
And hopefully even generations after me will get it together as well before, again, they bleed on people who didn't cut them. So.
Okay.
Anything else you want to add?
No, that's pretty much it.
I guess I said it all.
Yeah, this was a very nice, long, therapeutic session for you.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just ordering Amazon.
Yeah, as always, Colliders, if you enjoyed this couple talk, go ahead and hit the like button, share with someone who you think would like it as well. Let us know down in the comments how you feel about the topic, and answer the question too. How has your childhood affected who you are today? And of course, if you want to catch me and Official JW on our own YouTube channels, the link will be in the description below. And as we say here now on Worlds Collide, a view is a view. And we thank you for your engagement. Bye, y'all.
Later.